Welcome to the Spiritual Deepening program of Friends General Conference. This program has a variety of opportunities for friends from around the country and around the world to gather in ways that uplift and nurture and inspire our spiritual journeys. These include things like eRetreats, book discussions, other discussion groups, online worship, and more. And I'll be sharing today in particular how to access some of the information for eRetreats. I'm going to share my screen here and show first, this is the page on the FGC website where you can find information about the Spiritual Deepening program. That's under, if you're on the home page, if you click Programs and then Spiritual Deepening Program, this is the page where you'll arrive and you can access the Spiritual Deepening Library as well as the Spiritual Deepening eRetreats and online offerings. This page includes an invitation to join Spiritual Deepening offerings, as well as then some of the ongoing events and a program schedule that has some of the various offerings kind of in the timeline or in the kind of with the dates all in a row. So any of those you'll be able to click register, and that is how you will then get the information of how to join the eRetreat as well as, or discussion group, etc., as well as the information for how to access materials for the eRetreat. You will get a link in the to access the materials, and it will lead you to a page that looks something like this with whatever title of the eRetreat that you are taking. And note that discussion groups and things like that often do not have this kind of material. So this is primarily for eRetreats. You would, if you were taking an eRetreat, bookmark this page. However, your browser does bookmarking. Mine personally has the star up here to be able to bookmark. And then you would be able to continue to access this page throughout as well. And we will also be sending the link out periodically throughout the eRetreat. For accessing, there will be a password which you will receive. Compared to the previous system we used, where everybody needed their own username and password, this one will be the same password for everyone. And this is part of how we're simplifying and helping accessibility for our eRetreats. So you will receive that password in your email. I'm just putting that in now. And you will arrive at a page like this. It'll say protected. That's just because it is a password protected page. There are two reasons for this. One is it helps create a container for the group to explore together. And part of that as well is that there are ways to comment. And so those comments from the group will not be public. Nobody who is not in the eRetreat can access that information. When you arrive at this page, you will see here there is an eRetreat menu. This will be a little bit different for different eRetreats. For this one, for example, there's info, Zoom and schedule, introductions, and then week one. And there are several different things for week one. You can also click through to the various weeks, and then you'll be able to see the weekly information. On the Zoom and schedule page, and you will see that there is an introductions. So the dates are not here because this eRetreat has not happened since we transferred to this website, but you will see the Zoom info at the top, the dates and times, all of that, and when the community building calls happen. For most of the eRetreats, there will be an introduction call before you are expected to read anything, and expected is kind of relative anyway, because there's a variety of ways that you can interact with the eRetreats. But there will be a community building call first for introductions, getting to know each other. And then you will begin the first week of readings in preparation for the week one call. Then you'll begin the second week readings in preparation for the week two call. So there won't be a need to engage with readings before the eRetreat begins, but you're certainly welcome to check out the website and start getting to know kind of how to navigate and what's there. There's the info tab that has information about the eRetreat itself. It has the general overview. It'll tell who's leading it, things like that. The introductions tab where it invites folks to introduce themselves. And here's where I can show also at the bottom of the page, being able to make a comment. So here, you can put your comment. You could say, hello, I'm Kai. I live in Ithaca, et cetera, et cetera. And you'll put your name, you'll put your email address. Your email address will not be public. Nobody will see that, but it's part of the submission process. You can check this box to save your name, email, and website in the browser for the next time you comment so that you don't have to type it in each time your website. You're welcome to a website if you so choose. The menu that was at the top is also the menu that is at the bottom. So this will be at the top and bottom of each page just for easy access. One other thing I want to show here is once someone has made a comment, then another person can click reply and be able to have, you can see that this is indented a little bit, so you can respond to each other and have a way to connect between the weekly calls. I'm going to go now to week 4, just show some of the examples of how the content is laid out. There's an intro to each week, and then there's content and ways to engage with the time frame that meets your life. So let's say you only have 5 minutes between the various many things you have going on, and there's something for you here. And let's say you have a little bit more time and you want to do something a little bit longer, then you might read an article, or sometimes there's a podcast or a video to watch. So there's a variety of things. You are welcome to do all of them. You're welcome to do none of them. Sometimes the leaders of the calls will have particular homework that they especially invite people to do, but for a lot of the eRetreats, it's really designed to be able to engage as best fits your life. And so you can adapt as meets your needs. And then there's an hour. So it's 5 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, and it's a little bit flexible, but around there. There are also usually some spiritual practices, queries for reflection, and different eRetreats have other slight differences in sections, but that's the main way that these show up. So again, you will receive the email when you register or soon after you register that will have the link to the main page. You will receive the password also in that email so you can access it. It'll take you to the primary page, and then you'll be able to use this menu to navigate between the different sections. You can comment down below, and if there is anything you need, if you're confused, if you need some support, you're always welcome to reach out to Spiritual Deepening at fgcquaker.org. Thanks, and I hope you have a wonderful, spiritually enriching day.